Hey guys, back again. I don't have an intro, so I don't know what to say. But we're back again with some more r/entitled parents, okay? Now, if you don't know how this works, I explained it in the last video, so go check it out. You guys seem to enjoy it, for the most part. I saw people who seemed to enjoy it, so here we are again. This one is pretty interesting. I just was scrolling and I just pick like the newest ones usually, and the best part about doing this is the fact that there's constantly new stories being made, because everyone has to live their life, so everyone comes up with stories or has stories to tell, and they all go here. Well, most dealing with an entitled parent anyway. So this one is called the entitled mom is his aunt. Never thought I'd hear that before. Doesn't care about my anxiety and puts her kids and dog in front of everything else. Okay, why dog? I can barely see the kids, but why dog? That's the real question. Anyway, quick backstory. I am and have suffered with anxiety for quite a while. This makes me unable to, for example, do stuff right after I eat because I get sick and dizzy. Don't worry, I'm way better at this moment. I simply like to relax on the sofa for maybe 15 minutes waiting for the food to be digested so I don't feel full. Also, my aunt, the entitled mom in the story, knows that I suffer from anxiety at many levels, but she is not aware that I can't be active like right after eating. Anyways, a normal person should understand that someone with anxiety can deal with other things than you are being told. My aunt has for a long time been known to my family for blaming me for everything bad that happens to her kids when I'm visiting. When I was young, I was always guilty. I was always the guilty one. When one of my cousins hurt themselves on the trampoline, even though I wasn't even on it. When one of my cousins started crying, I was in her eyes somehow involved, even though I wasn't even in the same room as them. Let's just say that she has something against me, and it won't go away that easily. As my cousins aren't on her side in this story, I won't mention them as entitled kids. They are simply just too scared of her and what crazy stuff she can do when she gets mad enough, so they don't say anything against her. Now, here's the story. So it all started when I found out I was going over to my aunt, uncle's, and cousin's house after school. They invited me over for dinner in the afternoon. Their house is very close to my school, so I had to tell my parents that I was going there to eat. Everything seemed normal when I got there. Me and my younger cousins were talking and playing some video games, and I talked to my aunt about how school was going. My uncle wasn't home at the moment because he works in an oil platform. We ate some delicious lamb meatballs, and I frequently commented how tasty it was. All of us chatted and had a good time. Suddenly, my aunt looked at the clock and realized/remembered that the youngest of my cousins had a soccer match. He was meeting up with the team in about 40 minutes, and I felt that it was unnecessary to be in such a hurry. While they were running around packing my cousin's bag, me and my second cousin finished eating. About 10 minutes later, we were done and sat down on the sofa. My aunt rushed into the living room and the following conversation goes. The entitled mom's the aunt, we've already said this. The C1 is the youngest cousin and C2 is the oldest cousin. The entitled mom says, take the dog out for a walk now. I was quite confused because they weren't even in a rush. My aunt just seemed very annoyed, as she usually is at me. Excuse me? I made you dinner, so go out with my dog now. Confused as I was, I looked at her and I was about to answer. She says, my kid is going to a soccer match and I have to drive him now. She talked to me as if I was some kind of slave or if I had done something bad. And I said, can I take the dog out in like 5 to 10 minutes? I usually like to rest after eating, otherwise I get sick. She looks me in the eye. She was angry. My anxiety makes it hard for me too, and she interrupts me. You always put your needs before everything and everyone. Here sits a dog with his certain needs, and you choose to put yours before the dog. I'm most shocked about the fact that she can say this knowing that I am suffering from anxiety and that I have explained her the deal. If a dog needs to go out right now, why doesn't the older cousin just take him? My kid is not going to walk the dog. You are. Listen, I've already told you, I can take the dog in 5 minutes. The look on her face didn't turn any better as she took on her coat, mumbling something about me being a selfish idiot. The youngest cousin came into the room with his backpack, and the entitled mom went outside to start the car. The youngest cousin looked at me with a sorry face and apologized for his mom's behavior. He then walked out to the car, and the mom came back again. As my stomach didn't feel full anymore because of the situation lasting for many minutes, I told the mom that I could take the dog out for a walk now, and all I needed was a few minutes of resting. She walked right past me, took the dog with her and said this right before shutting the house door. Your parents will not be happy when I tell them about your behavior. My jaw dropped a bit because I was so confused. Enough was enough. I've had enough with this bullcrap. I took on my jacket and walked to my mother's house. My parents are divorced, and told her about what had happened. Then I also called my father, the entitled mom's brother, and told him to go straight to his sister's house without telling him my side of the story, because I wanted in the entitled mom's version of this crap. The entitled mom told my father that I refused to walk their dog because I was full, making it sound like I was weird or lazy. Literally everything she told him was dragged out of context. She said that I had been very rude in the way I was talking and that I had used swear words, making her upset, as my dad knew that I would never use language like that and that I have anxiety. He contradicted every argument she had in a desperate attempt to put me in a bad light. The entitled mom started to point out things I said while we had dinner. For example, a joke I made that she didn't understand, so she claimed I verbally attacked the oldest, even though they all laughed. It was simple sarcasm. Father came to the mother's house and we all talked about the situation. The entitled mom realized her loss, but didn't apologize to me or to my parents for making all this uncomfortable by telling lies and being extremely non-understanding when it comes to other people's situations. All she cares about is that stupid dog and treating others bad to leave her kids with no work. Dang, dude. Out of all people to be like the entitled mom in the stories, the aunt or like someone in the family would be like the last person I would assume. But it's not the first time I've seen this, so. This next one is a lot shorter, and I mean a heck of a lot shorter, because I just wanted like an extra story in, because since last time I only had one, so I just wanted two just to spice things up a bit. So yeah, this one is But I Want It, Give It To Me. This is about a kid who wanted, I've already read this ahead of time, so yeah, but this is about a girl who wanted this guy's toy, and it was like from an anime show. So yeah, let's get into it. Okay, this is an entitled parent story, but the parents were actually entitled. It was only the kid. This actually happened a few days ago, and I wanted to post it. Might make more. So I was in the Ontario Science Center with my dad, and when we go in, we see this family, a husband and wife with two daughters. One looked about 6 and the other about 3. I had my Boku no Hero Academia toga doll with me, and the 3-year-old started staring at the doll. Here's what went down. Remember, GP is the good parent, the EK is entitled kid, and the GK is the good kid. Me, oh, you want to see her? Here, isn't she cute? She takes the doll and just runs. Give it back. No, okay, no, that's not yours. She actually gave me back the doll. That made me happy. About 10 minutes later, we see them again near the entrance to the actual museum. This time my dad told me to hide my doll, so I did. After the experience, every time the kid saw my doll, she would cry. Try to let her play with it, but she always would steal it. Moral of the story, don't bring your waifu places. Man, that was really short, like I said, but I just wanted something else, because after editing, this is probably going to be a lot shorter. Yeah, but hope you guys enjoyed this episode of r/entitled parents. Next weekend, I have no clue if I'm going to do this again, or if I'm going to do a different subreddit, or if I'm going to do gaming, because I've caught a lot of funny clips that I could put together and make a video out of. So, I don't know, but just let me know what you want, okay? Because, this is 2 of the exact same thing in a row. I normally don't really do that often, so let me know what you want. And, yeah, peace.